Yeah. No, that's going again. Let's hope the other was saved, or yeah. But I mean, I hope that the other. I think it did. I hit the save. So sorry, we're back. We have no idea, but it's just what happened. So we're in the flow.
Did you see her?
Get her crazy.
She was posing for us.
She was. She always. Well, that's really good. I'm glad to hear that for your life. That's a really neat. And then tell me what you were going to say.
Oh, you were mentioning a lot of activity earlier, and our house right now is so active, and I can't decide. We've changed a lot in it, but we still have a lot left to go. So I don't know if we just need to keep on pushing through. But our interior garage doors, not the external door, the one that comes from our garage into our house, is opening by itself.
It's opening doors opening by themselves. Yeah, there's
Our baby monitor, we can't even have it on anymore because it's just getting too crazy.
Because you hear voices through it, or you hear sound.
Crackling, static, it goes to no power, especially like when I'm sleeping. It makes me sound neurotic. I feel like it's trying to wake me up.
Well, no, it could be, because I think there's a lot with baby monitors. Anyway, we'll see. The spirits can use energies. I mean, they can use, so it's very real. Yeah.
I
So
also got really afraid to sleep in a room for a period of time again.
there's a lot of that right now.
And then there was the bird. And then Ellen captured a picture of the front porch. Remember the guy we bought that house from? I swear
Yes,
it's him.
yes, because he's very connected still there.
Out of the chair he used to sit in.
Yes,
Up there, so I don't know if it's his energy.
it's a lot. I think it's a combination. Because when you sent me that other picture of the dead bird, I was like, oh my God, what in the world? Because you had that was in the one was in the back. That was the hawk pigeon thing, but this one was just in the front.
Right by the front door.
That's so wild. And we had one day, it was one of the coldest days, I was reading for a pilot, and he said that the bird's radar gets confused when it's really cold, but all the birds were trying to fly. They weren't hurting themselves, but they were hitting the windows, especially in the big house. And the cats were just going crazy. Then out of the blue, little Lily, we hear the cat scrambling. She comes running downstairs, and she has a live bird in her mouth. There's no fireplace in the round house. We have no clue how a bird got in. So Valentino and she are like, I filmed, I put it on Facebook. She's like, and they were just, oh my God. So let's just say we got the bird, and it was so alive, we put it outside. But it was where did it come from? There's just no way. But there's a lot of, that you've had that the back door, front door. I think whatever karma you took on in that house, I think it was because that person was so forced out of, they didn't really want to be out of there. And it was just a lot of stuff. Does it feel okay? I mean, what did she verbalize that she's afraid of in the house? Tornadoes.
And being stolen.
See, this is just me, but this is what I'm going to tell you. She's not going to be stolen. It's past life. Right. And of course, tornadoes are always like just upbeat energy. I'll tell you, I got a really interesting image about, just think about some past stuff we talked about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not ever going to happen or be there ever again, so that won't happen, never happen. But this is always interesting to me, and I still don't think, I know, so I've been thinking, the way your house is designed, a lot of people would not put their child by the, and I think she feels that. But I think there's a way to correct that with some feng shui. But I thought about that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, it's a very real, it's like a psychological thing about how you should see the door and not sleep with your, back to a door, sit with your back to a door, that kind of thing. I think sometimes placement of rooms in the house are very real, not just with feng shui, but more, what's accessible. I think there's something in her, because she's so cognizant of things, that she's associating where you are and then where she is.
Yeah, she never had sleep issues at her old house.
No. What I would do is think about the one other room, maybe switching. I mean, you have to do a whole big switch, but say, hey, you want to hang out in here? And see what she does. Oh, you can see. I mean, that just came to me, that she might, again, it doesn't have to be like a big deal. Just say, hey, let's go hang out in this room and say, this feels different. Redirect it instead of just, it's either like your room or that room. Because, and then figure out what it all is. Because I think it would break. How's Honey? How's the doggy?
She's really good.
Oh, good.
She loves the cat. It
Oh,
took
good.
so
Oh, you
much.
did get a kitty.
Yeah.
I missed out on something then. Okay,
Yeah,
tell me.
Yeah. You saw a picture of him.
Yeah.
He's a little orange baby.
Yes,
Little orange boy.
the orange cats are they're like dogs. They're very, they're very feisty.
All boys. All
Yes,
boys.
orange male cats
King
are,
Triton.
what'd you call him?
King Triton.
I
After,
like it.
Alexa named him after Ariel's.
Right, of
father.
course. King Triton.
King Triton.
And then Honey, but then you got a male-female. So that's a good thing too, because the dog's female and you'll have much less, so that doesn't, they like each other? What a good, where did you get this little baby from?
From the Carmel Pet Smart.
Oh, good, yeah.
From the Heart Rescue.
God, that's so cool. Yes.
I wanted to ask you, since she brought that up, we had talked, at my work at one time, and I did do my back room, and I got it all done, the colors and the mini dish, and just things that I'd love to look at, and it was very interesting because once we call it feng shui, I got a phone call like literally 2 seconds later.
Yes.
Somebody I hadn't talked to in a long time. So that kind of resolved a lot of stuff, and that was really great, but I had a very hard time sleeping a couple nights later, and my anxiety, like my chest was just like, I felt like I was looking behind me. And I've never had this happen to me ever in my entire life, and it just freaks me out. My cat was sleeping with me on the pillow like she always does, and I just was struggling. It was about, if I was going to guess, about 3 o'clock in the morning. I just could not sleep. And I'm laying there, and I'm just about ready to, I've meditated, I've prayed, I've done everything just to try to calm myself down, because I couldn't even figure out what it is. And then, no sooner do I just close my eyes, I've been petting my cat, she's purring, and I hear this. A manliest sigh, like that close to my ear. Because I was sleeping with my backside, like my door would be over there, and you kind of come around the closet, and then I have this armoire. I mean, not the armoire, but I have this old kind of makeup dresser thing with a mirror. It's antique. Freaked me out, and I'm in such shock for 20 minutes. I'm like, I don't want to look. I'm not going to look, and I'm not going to listen, and you're not welcome here. I mean, I was going through everything, and then I thought, was that my breathing? That's how
I've had those things happen.
It was.
There's a lot of it.
It was like a man, and I've always had the perception that I had this little woman that lived in this 18-year-old home with me upstairs.
House from the 1800s, not 18-year-old, yeah.
Yeah, that, would kind of because all of us are freaked out when we go upstairs. We just feel like maybe.
Well, you live on the mana. You live on a meridian of energy. Any things that have been railroads have conduct. Think about where that goes. That's like a telephone line. You see what I'm saying? People don't realize when you live on energy circuits where you're living right on a main line
I
of
just didn't know if it was a woman, and I was just so paranoid that I thought it was a man. I guess, I don't know, I was more comfortable thinking that there was this little lady that LaDonna saw, and whatever, and sometimes I could maybe feel, I've seen my swings move the opposite direction of where they would go.
Well, you should always say, who's here? And if you're not of the light, get the hell out of here.
I was so scared.
Don't be afraid.
Had anything like that happen unless I'm in a dream state,
right.
And then I've had deceased people before they died.
When you heard the big sigh, was it like a friendly sigh? Was it a irritated sigh?
Trust me, it wasn't a growl because you would have got a phone call.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just laugh.
A growling's not good.
I would be like, right now, you better answer your phone. But it was like this. Just this very, I'm so frustrated.
And it could be a frustrated.
Either I wasn't paying attention,
right.
Or something.
And it could be about that.
And so now, they're sighing. I don't know. I have no clue.
This is what I picked up psychically about it. This is where I feel like it's an unfinished thing with a recent person.
Yeah, that's completely finished.
Well, yes, in your mind.
Yeah.
And apparently, that person, when they're going to sleep at night, and they're going to.
But I actually feel really great about it. It's like very shocking. It's like
Okay.
like a yin and yang moment. I'm like, God, I can't even believe I don't even miss you.
Right.
It's weird.
And so they know they can't get through anymore.
So maybe you're hearing it.
So this is what you do. You were picking up on that person's, not consciously trying to annoy you, but when we go to sleep at night, we go into higher consciousness states, and lots of things happen. I think it was like the frustration of knowing that you are done, and that's a closed door.
I wondered that.
It's him. And just talk to him on a higher level and say, hey, buddy, you know what? Just, you don't have a right to invade my space. Let's end, right, just go. It won't happen again.
I wondered,
that's what it was.
when I meditated on it the next day, I felt like that it wasn't like a spirit in my house. I actually tapped into like a living spirit.
Yes, as a person. It's that relationship. Oh, right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right, and they're just.
I didn't know if I was wrong.
Nope, you were right. So that won't happen again. Yeah, so that's what it was. Because when people do go to sleep, they travel. And again, I don't think he's consciously was trying to force himself to be there, but when people visit and they don't even know, you can have people astral travel, they do different things. And so it was just that recognition on his frustration that's just, nope, that door's closed. That's not going to be. So, yep. Yeah, it's a very interesting time. Anybody else before we do meditation?
I gotta sleep.
Okay.
Some things I've gotta get.
Okay,
tomorrow 'cause
thanks,
it's a
Nancy.
big bad day.
Of ultrasound
Yeah.
stuff, yeah.
They're gonna try to hurt me.
Don't think that.
Yeah,
Put that-
it's good. I gotta get some things ready for tomorrow
Yes,
so that I can
prepare.
go through that day as gracefully as possible.
Right, and then figure out a way to not ever have to go there again. Find another,
This is the job I like. It's just
That's
super busy.
super busy, yeah.
Super busy.
Well then,
It's
rest.
always I like.
The rest,
Friday is the ones that need to
Go somewhere.
rest and
yeah, there you go.
to go away. Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
See you later. Yeah, yes.
What's with the body pain?
Oh, I've had severe body pain, and I've just thought, what in the world? And it moves around. It's like, I'm going, wait a minute. I thought I could do a million things. All of a sudden, I feel this bizarre pain in my little finger, or bizarre pain in my lower back, or bizarre pain in my toe, or something weird in my head was moving around the other day. I'm like, what the heck is this? And but it moved. Yeah, I think it's because but when it's that intent, yeah, and the phone is ringing off the hook. This is the theme of the day. And again, I don't think that it's anything new. I think our body is, because we're healing that illusion of the separation. I think we're allowing ourselves to actually feel what we've been staving off and denying. And so I think the pain is just going, hey, I've always been here.
It's gonna go away.
The arm ring is not working anymore. You have to feel and pay attention. Well, pay attention to where it is and breathe into it. You can direct the breath with your mind into the pain, or you can. There's different things to do, but don't ignore it. Does it move, or is it in certain spots? Saying
It's in every different location it could possibly be.
right, because you've decided to stay in you're in your body. Cells are in our bodies now, being very grounded. So the body's going, we're not punishing you, but there's some stuff you're ignoring. And you have to pay attention. And that's what I have found is the minute I tune into it, it just lifts up off of you. But if you don't, it just gets more intense. So yeah, just pay very quick, because lots of people are coming and going, oh my God, I feel like I'm 100 years old, I have aches and pains, and I feel, and and the weather's been intense too. So when you're in this intense cold, you see your animals, the cold affects joints, it affects stuff. So, so it's just a matter of really, when pain is not our enemy, pain is a byproduct. It's just telling you something's wrong, and to pay attention to it. I think that's the thing to do. Let's do a little short meditation. And again, if you've meditated a lot or never meditated, it doesn't matter. Just know that wherever you are, this is safe. It's a safe space to heal, to transmute, to shift. In accordance with each person's free will and highest good, we ask the bodies to align mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, in the present time. It's safe to let go of the past. It's safe to be in the present. It's safe to move forward totally into now. We ask all the rest of the illusion of separation to fall away. We ask the things that would keep us trapped in fear, trapped in pain, things that are robbing us of our joy, our happiness, fulfillment. We ask all the lessons, all the different parts of ourselves that have been captured, that are trapped. We ask them to come forward into present time consciously right now, to be healed, to be transmuted into positive energy. And we ask for a very deep, deep healing at a genetic cellular level. We ask that at that genetic cellular level, that there be a true activation of the divine blueprint. We're grateful for our DNA, grateful for our life force, grateful for this level. We also are very aware of our spiritual birth, our spiritual heritage, our spiritual DNA. And we ask that to come into full activation to override the lower DNA. And I want you to feel how safe it is to be this beautiful being of light on this earth at this time. But I want you to feel, again, the malleability, like you're a clay, like there's ways that you're so safe, you're so grounded, you're so rooted in the earth, you're so connected with the stars, with the heavens. There's no separation between heaven and earth. That you, as your life, are a creator, a co-creator with Spirit, with God, to shape. You're being formed, you're being shaped. Your new life, your new birth is here. We ask all pictures of death to be turned into pictures of life, all pictures of fear to be transmuted into pictures of unconditional love, truth. We ask all limited thinking, all dogmatic beliefs to let go. We ask that union of spirit within our own beings, that soulmate everybody's looking for. You're looking for that union from within with the inner self, the inner soulmate. I want you to feel that oneness, that wholeness, that complete marriage from within. That's the last of the struggle, the duality, the polarity about male, female. We ask to heal this enmity or this supposed enmity between the male and the female energy. But let's do it from within. Let's have that union with the inner soulmate. The inner psyche of the male is female, the inner psyche of the female is male. I want you just to feel that wholeness, that energy, that shifting. It's safe to be who you are. It's safe to let your light shine. It's safe to bring total balance and harmony from within yourself to the outer world. It's safe to let go of all things that are not of the light. I want you to just kind of visualize this beautiful, beautiful violet purple light that's just filled this room. It's filling your heart, mind, body, spirit. It's just this incredible It's almost that indescribable color of violet. It's color of spirit. It's activating, cleansing, healing, moving. Getting you unstuck. Again, we are walking trees, so I want you to feel this incredible root system that comes through the bottoms of your feet that connects you deep into the earth. We're walking trees. You're always connected with a deep, deep system, root system that goes from the hundreds of chakras on the bottoms of the feet. The wheels of light are connecting you deep, 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 deep into the center of the earth. Feel all this life force coming up from the earth through your body. And feel all the pull of gravity pulling all the negative energy, the stagnant energy down into the earth to be transmuted. Again, you may be feeling there's a huge, as you're feeling this earth energy, you're also going to feel this powerful energy from the top of your head's open, the crown chakra is just totally wide open and connected totally to the heavens. And this electrical energy of the Father is being pulled by the magnetic pull of the Mother. And there's just an amazing life force being created within your whole being. We ask all pictures of death to be turned into pictures of life. Again, all pictures of fear to be gone. There's a lot of movement in here tonight in the stomach, in the solar plexus chakra. First three chakras are the furnace. So I want you to feel this fiery energy that for some reason is being trapped for a lot of people right now in the stomach. So if you've been feeling any discomfort in the stomach area, lower back area, let that energy move on up to the heart. Let it move, let it move. Just move it on up. Anywhere you're feeling discomfort, just breathe into that energy. Your bodies are filled with light. There's a golden light now intermixing with the purple light. We ask that the deepest levels, anything that is growing that needs to be pulled up by the root, that is an old pattern, that's something that's toxic, that's damaging, that is in the genetics, whatever level, if there's any archetype of the saboteur, of the shadow self that would want to block, that would want to control, that would want to keep you captive. We ask all that to be pulled up by the roots, and then we ask the Archangel Michael, his mighty band of angels, to come and cut those cords now. Let the energy move. Let the old things move away. Let that abundance, that happiness, that pinata of goodness come. Let that energy fall right down into your body, mind, and spirit. Just let it come totally into your being. All that you deserve, all this positive, positive, healing light, joyful light. You are so loved, so needed on this earth at this time. And when you're ready, return to the consciousness of this room. And this process of being in the light continues. It's never not here. It's always here. It's always this never-ending stream of light and healing and oneness and wholeness is the real reality. Let all the other go away. All the darkness, all the illusion of darkness, the illusion of separation is falling away. There's only the light, only the one path, the sacred path of unconditional love. We feel this whole connection with the whole universe, with all sentient beings, with all life forms. So last is some gestating. This energy, there's still a lot of people here there's a lot of energy moving through the solar plexus. Just let it expand out. We're big beings of light. The energy field goes out 20, 30, 40 feet. Let the energy move. You no longer have to hide your light. Let this radiant solar plexus energy, it's your central sun of your body. It's the center of your being. Let this energy radiate out. And you're like a magnet now, attracting all of your highest good to yourself. There's no need to worry or stress or shut down. Just be open. And this magnetic energy, you're going to pull to yourself what is your highest good, what your path truly is. And you're going to be able to repel away the things that are not right, that are not of the light. Oh yes, peace, the peace that passes all understanding to come into all parts of your life, to all the loved ones, the family. This energy is being sent everywhere around for healing and light, connection. Wow, there's a really interesting level of energy tonight too. It's like the room is filled with light, and it's brighter, 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 brighter. It's a very cosmic energy. It's a very huge, big energy because there are millions of people around the earth that connect like we are. The more consciously that we gather in the name of the Holy Spirit and of light, it's the circuitry, the body becomes visible of all the other bodies of spirit. And there's this huge circuit of energy tonight that I feel of it's just huge magnitude of all the beings of light awakened. It's really interesting when I'm seeing everybody now with these eyes when I'm looking. It's like you've emerged from a lump of clay and another form. You're not trapped in the clay, and this malleability, this clay, this shifting and moving. It's like everybody looks like they've emerged up out of, and everybody looks different. But you look like really good, radiant. There's like just a radiant. You didn't even look good before, but you look radiant.
We got our sprinkle.
Woo, it feels good. It feels really good. It's really, really good. Yep, lots of good stuff. Maybe little baby. Hi there, Gracie. She's been doing such good work today. She's just been like a little snuggle girl. She just loves it. We used to have a big male cat named King. His name King. He used to be here all the time for years. Helping.
How old was your daughter that has those fears? 5. Okay, when I was 5, I have to tell you this. I have very, very strong, vivid memories of my childhood. And I was also a very fearful child. That means
But 5's a big age. It's a big transitional.
I became very aware of things. It's probably no surprise. She's probably like very, very special. And I want to say, like, I went through being afraid my house was going to burn down, being afraid of tornadoes. My mom had this crazy irrational fear of me being stolen.
It's past life stuff. A lot of those when you get activation like
and
that.
I'm just fine, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I had terrors and stuff, and that's just, I don't know, to me, it just showed signs that, she's a very strong little girl.
Yeah.
Because even now, right now, the way I'm self-healing is I moved back into my parents' house. I'm sleeping in the bed that I slept in as a child. Like, I'm in the bedroom.
But you are in present time, but you are, yes,
going
with your
back to where my
child.
fondest memories are, and that's of my childhood. And although, like, I don't know, although I had those fears, it's almost like they had to be there because I was elated and so happy. You need balance in your life, and that's the only way, you know.
Gosh, that's a good experience.
That's a good way to look at it. It's
And it's all
fabulous.
past life stuff that I was afraid of. I mean, when I was 4,
Yes.
I looked at my mom and said, before I chose to be with you, I was an old lady and I loved to sit in my rocking chair on my porch, but I died in a fire. What 4-year-old says that to their mom?
Which is why the fear of the fire,
Yeah, and
hospital
that was
fire
right,
was there.
that was
Sure.
like right at that age, you know, so,
I'm going to sign off here.
yeah.
We'll keep talking.
Yeah.
So namaste. We'll see you next Wednesday, if not sooner. Thank you all.
Yeah, but as a mom, too, like.